Back with another video. Today's video is going to be on the topic of everything happens for a reason. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all check out the links in the description below, and make sure y'all go click on those links. Follow my Instagram, my Twitch, my Kick. If y'all want to book a consultation with me, it's also on there as well. But let's get into this video. So, like I stated before, the video is going to be about just letting stuff be what it is, learning how to let stuff happen, and just learning that everything happens for a reason. Now, when it comes down to it, I know it might sound cliche. I know it might sound like I'm just talking on my ass right now, but like literally everything happens for a fucking reason. The easiest way I can explain it is, in the world, in the universe, in spirituality, there's a balance for everything. So for everything to be at equal and at an equilibrium, it has to be some good and some bad. Now you might go, a couple months with a whole bunch of good and then get hit with some bad. Now it's not necessarily to deter you, but it is there for equilibrium. You know what I'm saying? You can always do good, you can always look at it as a lesson. One thing I like to do when I go through certain things is basically look at it like a lesson. You know what I'm saying? I done learned a lot of lessons with these past couple months. Really is there to help you develop into a better person, So even if something bad does happen to you, don't ask like, why me? You know what I'm saying? Just think about what you learn from it, what you can potentially take from it, what you could learn, and how you can put yourself in a better predicament. How can it better you? How can it make you a better person at the end of the day? One thing that I do when it comes to situations like that, I really just stop questioning things. I stop stressing myself out with things I can't control. A lot of stuff in the world I can't control. I don't try to control it. You know what I'm saying? I can control my destiny by the things that I do. Now, when it comes down to you doing these things, you just got to make sure that you're doing it in the most logical way possible. Think about the steps that you want to take before you make that plan, before you make that move, before you follow through. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, everything happens for a reason. Everything has a repercussion. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you think logically. Make sure you think clear-headedly. Don't sit here and think with emotion, because emotion does nothing but get you in trouble, and it pretty much deters your vision. Another subject that I wanted to touch on was, even with relationships and stuff like that, everything happens for a reason. I'm not gonna give an example from my personal life, not doing this video, but I know a lot of people usually go through things in a relationship and then kind of like, they feel bad, and then they think to themselves like, why did it happen to them? What could they have done differently? Now, I will say that most of the time it's not you. Most of the time it's not your partner. Maybe, you're just not destined to be together, Not trying to, hate on nobody or pretty much, be a pessimist about it. But sometimes, this shit needs to happen. Maybe sometimes you need to get your heart broke, It happened so you can become a better person. It happened so you can focus on yourself more. You can save money more. 'Cause I know I've got my shit crushed like at least once or twice, maybe. And that was about it. That was like the only time I really got my heart broke. Everything else, I kind of just look at it like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know that I'm destined for greater. I know that, I live in abundance. So if one thing falls through, then, I could be replaced, or not replaced. I could replenish it 5 times more than what I had before, So, like I said, don't always look at something bad happening as being end all be all, Just kind of try to have that, level mind or level head, Keep your head level. There we go. Just say it like that. Keep your head level. I pretty much just, do what you feel is best for you. Think about it logically. Like I said, don't think with emotion. I know that probably just contradicted what I just said, but like I said, you as an individual that's becoming a better version of themselves. You're gonna be in touch with your emotional side, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're gonna be emotional sometimes and stuff like that. But the main point and the main premise is pretty much think before you do. You know, when you think before you do, it's basically just, you know, it's throwing it out there like, okay, I actually took thought into it. I thought about the consequences. I thought about the rewards to it, you know. So at that point, whatever happens type shit, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much, you know, I don't know how much more I can say about, you know, everything happens for a reason. You just got to pay attention to the signs. You got to pay attention to the things that happens that leads up to it, what might have caused it or whatnot. You know, you can look at that as well. I know personally, like I said, from my experiences and stuff like that, I pretty much I just look at, you know, what might have caused it, what I can learn from it. Like I've literally learned from almost all of my situations that I've been in. You know, sometimes it makes me realize that, you know, I'm better off doing stuff on my own, or, you know, I'm better off being single, or, you know, maybe I shouldn't have done that because this would have been a little bit different. You know, it's a whole bunch of possibilities. It's a whole bunch of different ways that you can think and basically kind of like filter it out, so to speak. But yeah, pretty much they just, like I said, shit gonna happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just be thankful that it actually did. Thank God for basically allowing you to make it through that situation. Because honestly, like, we've all dealt with breakups. We've all dealt with like hardships, hard situations and stuff like that. And we've come out, you know, on top. You know what I'm saying? What they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and what doesn't break you make you stronger as well. You know what I'm saying? Even if it broke you just a little bit, you know, you can always kind of rebuild that. You know what I'm saying? You can become stronger in a sense. So, yeah, basically, like I said, just with that one, ear itch. With that one, it's pretty self-explanatory. I just felt like, you know, I should make a video for you guys. If y'all got any more questions, comments, concerns, make sure y'all hit me on Instagram. Or, you know, better yet, my Patreon. Hit the Patreon. Make sure y'all, whatever like requested video or requested topic that y'all want, I will make a video for it. Just go ahead and just, you know, hit the link to the Patreon. I'm gonna do half off specials for the consultations. So if y'all got any questions, any concerns about, you know, everyday life, you know, how you should do a certain thing, something like that, just feel free to hit me up. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Holla at y'all, man.